Assalamu alaikum. Now we have to do chapter again and a few more sums related to chapter number 1, direct and inverse proportion. Previously, we have done first 4 questions of exercise 1A. So now we have to start from the next one. First of all, we have to do practice now 1. And the first question is, if y is equal to directly proportional to x and the value of y is equal to 10 and x is equal to 2, then you have to find an equation connecting x and y. Okay. So first, as all of you know that first we have to write the equation by using this statement. Y is directly proportional to x. This means in the first place we have to write y. Okay. And in the end we have to write the second variable, that is x, because it is directly proportional to x. And instead of writing directly proportional, we have to use a constant, and for the constant we have to use a letter k. So okay. So this means y is equal to kx. Now put this equation here in the first part. It is very much essential that first of all we have to find the value of k. So here I have to put this equation here, and what is the value which is given here? Y is equal to 10. So here instead of writing y, I have to write 10. Okay. Then k, and what is the value of x? Its value is equal to, look here, its value is equal to 2. So I have to write it here 2. Here 2 is multiplying with k. When I move this 2 toward that side, it will divide it. So 10 divided by 2, and it is equal to the value of k, and that is 2 divided by 10. Obviously, it is equal to 5. So value of k is equal to 5. Okay. So I have to put it here in this equation. Y is equal to, what is the value of k? 5x. So this 5 shows that if the value of x is given, then this 5 shows the change occurs 5 times. Okay, multiplying. And if the change occur in the value of y, this means that the change occur 5 times dividing the value of y. Okay. So in right side it is multiplying, and on in left side it is dividing. So y is equal to 5x. This is the equation that connecting. That is called the connecting the value of x and y. Okay. Again, now we have to we comes to the part 2. And according to this part, they are saying that you have to find the value of y when x is equal to 10. So first of all, we have to connect the equation y is equal to 5x. Here we have to find the value of y, and the value of x is given. So here I have to write the value of x, which is 10. So, and then I have to multiply it with the value of k, that is 5. So 10 multiplied by 5, it is equal to 50. Okay. Now we move toward the next sum. Again, I have to write the same connecting equation, y is equal to 5x. It is very much essential that for all the part, I have to put the equation, that is connecting equation. Okay. Wait. I have to write the connecting equation, that is y is equal to 5x. This one. And I have to put it here. Okay. Y is equal to 5x. Here we have to find the value of x, while the value of y is equal to given, that is 60. So I have to write it here. 60 is equal to 5x. Now 5 is multiplying here. When I have to move 5 toward that side, it will dividing. So 60 divided by 5, and that is equal to value of x. And what is the value of x? 5 12 times 60. So value of x is equal to 12. So 12 is equal to x. Clear? Now we move toward the next question, that is question number 2. Here they are saying, wait. No, they are saying if y is directly proportional to x and the value of y and x are given, you have to find the value of y when x is equal to 7. So first of all, we have to find the value of k. So here you have to write y is equal to, look here, y is directly proportional to x. So in the first place, I have to write y, and in the end, I have to write x. And instead of writing directly proportional, I have to use the letter k, that is the constant. That constant shows its change. If it changed towards right side, so it is multiplying that time, k time. And if the change occur in the left side, so it shows the change dividing k times here on the left side. Clear? So I have to put the value for the value of 5, it is equal to 5. Okay, 5 is equal to k. And for the value of x, it is written it here 2. So I have to divide this 5 with 2. 5 divided by 2, and that is equal to k. Okay. So here I have to write 5 divided by 2, so it is equal to 2.5. So the value of k is 2.5. So in this equation, I have to put the value of k. Okay. So instead of writing k, I have to put its value, that is 2.5. Clear? So this is the main equation that connecting. Okay. It is very much essential. Now we comes to the question. They are saying if y is directly proportional to x, and find the value of y when x is equal to 7. Obviously, first of all, we have to find the value of k, because before finding the value of k, we are unable to find the value of y, because here k is unknown and y is unknown. If two unknowns are there, it is impossible to find the value of y. So first I have to find the value of k, that is 2.5. Now I can easily find the value of y by putting the value of x. What is the value of x? That is equal to 7. So here I have to write it here. Y is equal to 2.5x. So instead of writing x, here I have to put its value, that is 7. Okay, it is given in the question. And simply now I have to multiply 2.5 with this 7, and I will get the answer. Okay. So 2.5 multiplied by 7, so its answer is equal to 17.5. Clear? Is it clear? Okay, now we move toward the third part of this exercise, practice now 1, that is related to y is directly proportional to x. Again, in the first place, we have to write y, in the end, we have to write x, and instead of writing directly proportional, I have to use the letter k. Okay, so I have to do it here. So here I have to put the letter k. Now we comes to how we have to solve if table is given. Okay, here the table is given. So how we have to solve? I will tell you. First, we have to take the value from the table. Look here, in the first place, they gave you the value of x, that is 4. But here the value of y is not written. So can I find the value of k when y is not given? No, not at all. Only with the value of x, we can't find the value of k and y both. So here we have to take this. Here x, the value of x is 5 and the value of y is 30. Both variable values are given. So first of all, I have to take this value. Okay. So instead of writing y, I have to write it here 30. Okay. Here I have to write 30. Here I have to write k. And for the value of x, I have to write it here 5. Okay. Look here. 5 is given. 5 is given. So 5 is multiplying it here. Wait. 5 is multiplying it here. When I move this 5 toward that side, it will divide. So I have to do it here. 30 divided by 5, and that's equal to k. So what is the value of k? I have to find 5, 6 times 30. So value of k is equal to 6. So now we comes to our equation, connecting equation. Look here. So value of k is equal to 6. So I write it here 6. Now it is very much easier for us to complete the table. Now look at the first value of the table. That is x is equal to 4. So in this connecting equation, I have to put the value of x. Okay, so what is the value of x? It is given here. That is 4. Clear? So 6 4 times 24. So I have to write this 24 it here in the table. So when x is equal to 4, the value of y is equal to 24. Now we move toward the next part. Here, the value of x is equal to 5. Again, I have to write the connecting equation. So instead of writing x, I have to write it here 5. So 5, 6 times it is equal to 30. So when y is equal to 5, the x is equal to 30. It is already given in the question and we just check it. Okay. Now comes to the third value here. X is equal to 7. Okay. So here I have to put the value of x, that is equal to 7. So 6 7 times 42. Okay. So I have to write it here 42. Clear? Now we move toward the next part of this question here. The value of x is not given. Here the value of y is given, that is 48. So instead of writing y, I have to write it here 48, and that is equal to 6x. Clear? So here 6 is multiplying. When I move this 6 toward that side, it will dividing with this 48. Okay. So what will be the answer? Wait. So the answer is, in 6 time table, when 48 will come? Yes, 8 times. So this means when y is equal to 48, the value of x is equal to 8. Clear? Now we move toward the next sum. Okay. Again, here we have the value, it is given here, y, and the value of y is equal to 57. So it is equal to 6 x. Now here 6 is multiplying it here. While I move this 6 toward that side, okay, look here, I move this 6 toward that side, so it will dividing this 57. So after dividing 57 with this 6, we will get the value of x, and that is 9.5. Clear? So that is the value of x. So I have to put it here. Here, I have to put it here, 9.5. Clear? Now, it is clear how we have to find the table. In table, different values are given. We just take that value where x and y, both values are given. And after putting this value, we will find the value of k. After finding k, we just put, and then we have to find the missing value. Clear to all? Okay, this one is practice now 1. Now we move towards practice now 2. Okay. It is very much necessary that firstly we have to solve practice now, and after solving these practice now, then we have to solve the remaining questions. Okay, so it become very much easier for us to solve that. Okay, so now we come to practice now 2, that is related to the cost of transporting goods is directly proportional to the distance covered, that is DKM. Just don't worry about this statement. Just concentrate on the variable. The first variable is C and the second variable is D. So here you have to put it here. Look here. Here first you have to write C, and then instead of writing directly proportion, you have to write K, and here you have to write the second variable, that is D. Okay. Now look at the value which is given in the question. Okay. Look here. What is the distance? 60. And what is the value of dollar? That is 100. Okay. So in C, I have to write it here 100. Okay. And then K. And then here I have to write the value of D, the distance, that is 60. Clear? Now I have to just divide 100 with 60. And that is equal to K. When I have to divide 100 with 60, I will get its value. Okay. So it is equal to 1 point. Okay, we have to do, I have to do for you. Okay, 0 will cancel with 0. So 6 by 10, 2 3 times 6, 2 5 times. Okay, then I have to divide 5 with 3. Okay, 3 1 1.6. 6666, this means 1.667, that is equal to the value of K. Okay. Now we comes to its second part. Okay. So first I have to connect this value here in this equation. This one is the connecting equation. Okay. So I have to put this value here. Okay. C is equal to 1.667. So we move towards the second part, that is saying find the cost of transporting good over a distance of 45 kilometers. Here distance given, that is 45. So simply I have to multiply 1.667 with this 45 and I will get the cost. Okay. Because they are saying find the cost. Oh, sorry. Oh, wait. Okay. Now I have to write it. Huh. No, the value of D is given, that is 45. So I have to put it here, 45. Now simply I have to multiply 1.667 with 45. Okay. Please, you also calculate the value. 1.667 multiply by 45 and you will get 70.5015. So rounding off it is equal to almost 75. Because 0.01, there's no need to write it here. So when the distance is 45 kilometer, so its cost is equal to $75. We also put the symbol dollar here. Okay. So that's the second part of this. Now we comes to the third part. If the cost of transporting good is $120, again we comes to the previous one. First of all, I have to write the connecting equation. That is the connecting equation. Okay, I have to copy it here from here. Control C. Now we move toward the third, this one part. So I have to put the connecting equation here. So here they gave us the cost, that is 120. So instead of writing C, I have to write it here 120, and that is equal to 1.667 D. Here 1.667, the value of K is multiplying. So when I move toward that side, it will dividing. So 120 divided by 1.667, that is equal to D. Okay. So I have to simply divide it here. You also divide and check either my answer is correct or not. Okay. So I have to write, but how we have to divide? 120 divided by 1.667. So it is equal to approximately 71.98. This means it is equal to 72. We have to rounding it off. I think so all of you know about the rounding. Okay. Next question is draw the graph. As you know that first we have to put the table and then we have to draw the graph, and I will draw it for you. Always remember how we have to put the table. Always remember the variable which is written on the right side. Always we have to put it here on the top. So which variable is on the right side? Answer D is on the top, and then the C is here below. Because in the day of judgment, all the good people are on right hand side and they are on the top of Jannah. Okay? You can relate it with Islam. So we have to take, we can at least take two values for drawing it. So first I have to take the value of D, that is equal to 0. Okay. So look here. This one is a connecting equation. So instead of writing D, I have to put its value, that is equal to 0. And if any number multiplying with 0, it is also equal to 0. This means when D is equal to 0, then obviously the C is equal to also 0. So I have to write it here, C is equal to 0. Okay. Now I have to take the second value of D, that is 1. Okay. And obviously when I have to multiply 1 with this 1.667, again, I will get 1.667. Okay. Now I have to draw it, the graph it here. Okay, I have to take a shape of line. In the rest of the question, I have to use, obviously I have to use the correct graph paper. But here in this, I just want to tell you, if suppose you have no graph paper, then how you have to draw the graph? This is the simple way, okay? If you have no graph paper, then you have to draw graph in this way. इसको मैं थोड़ा dark कर लेती हूँ. Look here. ठीक हो गया? This one is, this line, the horizontal line is your the cost, okay? And then this vertical line is your cost, and the horizontal line is your, that horizontal line is your, obviously, the other value, that is D, the distance. Okay, I have to take the other shape. Okay. Now I have to put the, the textbook, I have to put it here. So, and on the vertical side, I have value of C, okay? And here on the, this side, again, I have to take the text box. Where is the text box? So here I have to put the value of D. Okay. Oh, sorry. Here I have to put the value of D. I just move it here. Okay. Okay, I have to put it here. This one is C. So here I have to put the next value. So here I have to put the next, that is D. Okay. So on horizontal line, I have the variable D, and on the vertical line, I have the variable C. So here I have to put the value of on origin here, where both the axes meet, that is, here we have value of D, and that is 0, and here I have to take 1. Okay. I have to take the textbook, so it becomes easier for you to understand what I'm saying. Okay. That is 0. And here I have to take the value of 1. Okay. These are the two values. In the here on the origin, we have value 0, and here I have to value 1. And on C, this in origin, it is 0, and the next value is 1.667. Okay. So again, I have to take the textbook. So what I am saying, it will easier for you to understand. So here, the value is 1.667. Okay. So first point I have to take it here from the origin, and the second point I have to take it here on on horizontal line where the value of D is equal to 1. Here the value of C is equal to 1.667. The other point is here. So I have to draw it for you. Just give me 1 second. Okay, from the origin 0 and 0 and then 1.667. So this one is the graph, that is a straight line, and it passes through the origin. I have to dark it so that it becomes easier. Is it clear? So this one is the graph. I just use the without using graph paper. In the rest of the question, I have to use a graph where I have to use a graph paper. Clear? Now we move towards the next question. That is exercise 1B, and the question is obviously the first question: if x is directly proportional to y cube and the value of x and y are given, find an equation that connecting x and y. So we comes to it very easy. They are saying x is directly proportional. For directly proportional, we have to use k, and it is directly proportional to y cube. Okay, look here, y cube. So here I have to write it here, y cube. There. So what is the value of x? Look here, 32. So I have to write it here, 32. And that is equal to the value of 5 3 times. We have to take the cube of which value is given 2. So I have to write this 2 3 times. 2 into 2 into 2. Because I have to take the cube of 2. So 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. So 32, it is equal to k, and here I have to write it the value of cube of 2, that is 8. In the next step, I simply divide 32 with this 8, and that is a value of k. Okay, so now I have to move to write the connecting equation, because they are saying to write the connecting equation. So x is equal to in 8 time table, when 32 will come? Yeah, you're right, 4 times. So here, instead of writing k, I have to write 4, and here I have to write y cube. Okay. So here I have to write y cube, that is connecting equation. I have to copy this connecting equation because we need this connecting equation again and again. Wait. So first I have to write the connecting equation, x is equal to 4y cube. Now they are saying find the value of x. We have to find the value of x when y is equal to 6. So very easy. We have to find the value of x, and y is equal, what is the value of y? That is equal to 6. So here I have to write 6, and I have to take the cube of 6. So this means how many times I have to write 6? Obviously 3 times I have to write 6. 6 into 6 into 6. Okay, so when I have to multiply 6 into 6 into 6, it is equal to 216. Am I right? Check it, please. Check it, please. And then after multiplying 6 into 6 into 6, then you have to multiply it with this 4. So it is equal to 864. 216. Okay. And next, I have to put the value after multiplying 4 with this 216, because here the directly proportional change occur 4 times because it occurs on the right side. So we have to multiply 216 with 4. That is equal to 864. Clear? This is the second part of this exercise 1B, question number 1. Now we move towards the next question. Okay. They are saying calculate the value of y when x is equal to 108. Okay. So again, I have to write the connecting equation, that is x is equal to 4y cube, and x, the value of x is given, that is 108. So 108, and I have to divide it by 4, the value with the value of k, and it is equal to y cube. So I have to write it here, the y cube. Okay. So 108 divided by 4, I will get the value of 27. Okay, 27, and that is equal to y cube. Now I have to take cube root because I don't want to get value of y. I don't want the value of cube of y. I just want the value of y. So I have to take cube root on both sides. Okay, 8 cube root on both sides. Clear? And after taking cube root, I know here the cube root of 27 is equal to 3 and the cube root of y cube is equal to y. So y is equal to 3. Okay. Now we move toward the next part of this question, that is draw a graph. Okay. And we have to draw the graph of x against y cube. So firstly, we have to draw a table here. So I have to draw a table. Look here, I have to insert a table for you. Because by inserting the table, it is very much easier for you to understand. So the number of column I have to take 3. Okay. So this one is a table. Look here. Here I have to put the value of the value which is on right hand side is y. So here I have to take the value of y, that is to take the value of y. Okay. And here I have to take the value of x. So here I draw one more where so here I have to take the value of y cube. Okay, I have to take the value of y. Okay. And these values are 0. And then here I have to take the value of y, that is 1. And here I have to take the value of x, that is here I have 0. Well, obviously that while 4 by cube, 0 into 0 into 0, that's equal to 0. And then I have to take the value of y, 1 into 1 into 1, it is equal to 1, 1 4 times 4. So that is equal to 4. Okay. So when y is equal to 0, x is equal to 0. When y is equal to 1, x is equal to 4. Okay. And similarly, if I have to take the value of y cube. So first of all, I will show the graph for you. Now look here. It is a straight line. Look here. Look at this graph. Okay, मैं इसको थोड़ा बड़ा करती हूँ. Look here. This is a graph. Here, the value of y is here. The value of x is here. And it is a straight line which passes through the center. Okay. So when we have to draw the graph of x against y cube, so it is a straight line passing through the origin. Clear? Now we move towards the next question, that is question number 2. If z square is directly proportional to w and the value of z and that is given, so how we have to solve it, I will tell you. First of all, z square is given. So here you have to write where z square. Okay. Here you have to write z square and that is equal to directly proportional. This means k, that is equal to w. Okay. Now we have to put the value. What is the value of z? That is 4. And here I have to take the square of 4. This means 4 into 4. I have to take its square. That is equal to 4 into 4. So that is equal to k. And what is the value of w? That is 8. So 4 fours are 16. So 16 divided by 8, that is equal to k. So we get in 8 time table, when 16 will come 2 times. So value of k is equal to 2. Okay. So now I have to write the connecting equation. So connecting equation is equal to, we have to put the value of k, that is 2. Then the change occur on right side is double times multiplying, and the change occur on left side, we have to double time dividing. Okay. Now we move towards the second part, that is saying find the value of z when w is equal to 18. In the same connecting equation, I have to put its value. Okay. So instead of writing w, I have to put its value. What is its value? The value of w is given in the question. Yes, but which value is given? 18. So you have to write 18. So 18 2 times 36. So when w is equal to 18, the value of z is equal to 30. Z square is equal to 36. And what is the value of z? By taking the square root both sides, we will get the value of z, that is equal to 6. Clear? Clear? Now we move towards the next question. Again, calculate the value of w when z is equal to 5. So first I have to write the connecting equation, that is z square is equal to 2w, and the value of z is equal to given, that is 5. So here I have to write z, the value of z, how many times? 2 times, because its square is given. Okay. So in the next step, 5 5s are 25, and I have to divide it by 2, and it is equal to w. So 25 divided by 2, it is equal to 12.5, and that is equal to W. Clear? And similarly, in the next question, they are saying find the graph. I have take the graph paper, and then I have to draw the graph. This one. Again, look at, I have to take the value of the W, because the value which is written on the right side, we have to take, that is independent value, and we have to take its value. So I have to take the value of W 0 and 1, and then I have to solve for it, and then I have to find the value of Z, not Z square. I have to find the value of Z, and then I have to draw a graph that is a straight line passing through the origin. Clear ho gaya? Now we move towards the question number 3. It is very much important. Okay. Question number 3 is so much important because usually it came in the exam. So concentrate on the questions. First, I will tell you how we have to solve this question. Okay. Look here. They are saying it is given that y is directly proportional to x raised to power n. Okay. Here, x raised to power n. N is given. Write down the value of n when they are saying ym square is the area of a square of length x meter. Okay. First of all, we have to write the connecting equation here. When such type of person will come, first of all, you have to write the connecting equation. In the first page, they have written y. So you have to write y is equal to, yes, they are saying y is equal to x raised to power n. I have to insert it here. Again, insert that symbol. Okay. Instead of n, I have to use the value of a. Okay. I just use this a. And then you have to write down the value of, instead of writing n, you can say a. Okay. Actually, I have to take the power x raised to power a. So firstly, we have to write it here. Look here. Y is directly proportional. So you have to write it here. Y is equal to, for directly proportional, you have to use the letter k, and then you have to use this k raised to power a. Okay. This is the equation which you already know. If y is directly proportional to x raised to power n, this means y is equal to kxn. Clear? Now, comes to this point. Ym square is the area of a square of length. You know that whenever you have to draw a square, its length is equal to its breadth. So the formula using for the area is L into L. I think so. You all agreed with this? Yes. L into L. So they are saying that y meter square is the unit, and then here this m is also a meter. This is the unit. They are saying the area given is y. So you have to write it here. For area, they gave you the variable y, and for the length, they gave you the variable x. Now it's clear. For area, it is y, and for the length, it is x. Now we have to write it here. So area, instead of writing area, I have to use the y. So y is equal to length, and length. What is the formula for finding the area of a square? L into L. So L, what is the value? What is length here? X. So you have to write it here. X into x. Okay. So this means y is equal to x square. I think so. All you agreed. X into x, what is its value? Its value is x square. Clear? So initially we have y is equal to kxn, and here I have y is equal to x square. As you know that both here the y is used, here the y is used, that both y are the same. So we have just cancel it out, and this means kx raised to power n is equal to k raised to power square. So here I have to write k. Look here, k raised to power xn, it is equal to k raised to power x square, this one. Okay, so k raised to power x square. So k will cancel with k. So x raised to power n is equal to x raised to power square. So this means n is equal to 2. So this means when x is equal to, this means that it is given that y is directly proportional to x raised to power n. So write down the value of n. So here I have to use instead of using n, I use the letter a. So here, what is the value of a? A is equal to 2. Is it clear? So what is the value of a? That is equal to 2. Because I think so मैं इसको थोड़ा बड़ा कर ताकि आपको clear हो जाए. Look here. I have to use a big font. Now I think so it is clear. Look here, y is equal to x into x, so y is equal to x square. So kx raised to power a is equal to kx raised to power square. So what is the value? Because base are same. The base are kx, kx. So what is the value of kx here? A. And what is the value of here? 2. So a, the value of a is equal to 2. Is it clear? Good. Now we move towards the second part of this question. Now they are saying, where here they are saying the same here, but in the first part, we have to find the value of a, that is equal to 2. Okay. Now we comes to the second part. They are saying, okay, suppose if y is the volume of a cube. In cube, you also know the length into breadth into height are equal. Okay. So here again, for initially you have to use the same one, that volume is equal to y. Okay. And what is the value of length here? And you know the length, breadth, and height are equal. So instead of writing length, breadth, and height, we just use this length for all. Okay. So length is equal to x into x into x. So how many x are there? X raised to power cube. Look here. So x raised to power cube, I have to choose it, this one. Okay. So we comes to the question. Here, initially we have y is equal to k, and I have to use this. Instead of writing n, I have to use this a. Okay. So x raised to power n or a, I have to use. And here, when I have to use for volume, I have to use y, again y. And for the length, x into x, it is equal to x cube. So y is equal to k x cube. Okay. So here y is cancelled with this y. So this means kx cube raised to power n is equal to k raised to power x cube. So I have to write it here. This one is equal to this one. Okay. So this means base are equal. So this means a is equal to 3. So for small a is equal to 3. So this means they are saying write down the value of a. So this means when we have to find the area, so x into x, x power 2. So this means the value of a is equal to 2. And here again y is equal to kx, and this is the initial equation. And for the volume, we know that in a cube, length into length into length, it is equal to x cube. So base are equal. So this means a is equal to 3. Clear to all? Now we move toward the next question. Again, actually, all these questions are very much easier. So we comes to question number 5 of this exercise. Okay. So for this question, they are saying for question number 5 that if z square is directly proportional to x cube, so you have to find the, first of all, you have to find the value of z when x is equal to 9. But firstly, we have to find the value of k. Okay. Here z square is given. So first I have to put it here. The value z square is equal to k, and here I have to, and it is equal to x cube. Okay. So I write it here, x cube. So I have to put the value for z. I have to put this value 8 into 8. So 8 8s are 64. Okay. And that is equal to k. And the value of x is equal to 4. 4 into 4 into 4, it is equal to 64. Okay. So what is the value of k here? 64 divided by 64, it is equal to 1. So value of k is equal to 1. Okay. So 1 is equal to k. So I have to put the connecting equation here. So instead of writing k, I have to put 1. I think so. Rest is very much easier. So you have to find the value of z when x is equal to 9. So you have to write 9 how many times? 3 times. Okay. 9 into 9 into 9. And then you have to multiply it by 1. Obviously, the answer is 9 9s are 81. 81 9s are 79. Okay. So we comes to here, z square is equal to 729. So you have to take its, what you have to take? You have to take its square root. So it is equal to, z is equal to 27. It's all for today. I think so it is clear to all of you. Then Allah